Alright, welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We're taking on a layered team here today, and we're going to go right into it. It should be pretty straightforward since we have Black Knight here as an option. We're just going to tank from somewhere and then let the chips fall where they may. No immediate concerns aside from possible end locations or possible challenges from Valentine's Edelgard warping to a spot that is undesirable for me. But aside from that, everything else should be fine. Just gonna go ahead here and bait out Winter. What am I saying? Duo Marth, the new Duo Marth, Duo Marth, Dope 65, Dope 35. I don't know what you want to call them, but Marth and Sita. I need a name for them because it's saying duo sometimes is a challenge for my tongue. But yeah, that's pretty much the only thing that we have to look out for. Also, I mean, there could be some shenanigans, or I really didn't want to use that word. There could be some misadventures with the warp mechanic based off when Marth moves, but we'll see what happens. I just gotta be careful about my positioning and take it from there. I was really hoping to be able to warp above Sedith there, but I just realized that Ather has one of those skills that stops you from warping. Yeah, there you go, higher ground. So we're gonna have to improvise a little bit in order to get up there. That aside, I think I want to touch on. Oh yeah, we got the Fey channel, or at least one of them. And man, it was really I want to say boring, but there was some good stuff in there in terms of like things that are going to be improved. Primarily the Hollow Forms thing. I think that's a really great change.
Understood.
As well as the Binding Worlds thing.
I will try.
That's also a really good change. I should probably be a little bit more specific, but I'm sure once you're in the community, the Fey community, you probably already know what I'm talking about because it's a very small community and we talk to each other all the time. So yeah, it's basically they're improving the rates at which you are able to find your friend units in Binding Worlds, and they're also improving the skill availability or skills that you get once climbing above, I think was what, 21 or 20 in Hollow Form. So yeah, definitely some much needed improvements. Black Knight week has been particularly easy, man. Look at Sigurd struggling. Sigurd is a blue unit. Just gonna throw that out there. Sigurd is a blue unit. Does 0 damage to this Black Knight. Insane. But yeah, those are two of the primary things that I took away from the Fey channel that are going to be improvements. I think those, especially the Binding Worlds one, should have been implemented a long time ago, but I'm assuming that it was probably like a technical issue where they were trying to figure out how to get it to work properly. Because it seemed to pull from random players. It seemed to pull from the player base instead of your friends list. And that was, I think, the primary issue that they were having a hard time resolving on the developers' end. So it looks like they finally repaired that particular issue. Well, I mean, to be seen. It could be said that they have fixed it, but then we haven't gotten the game mode yet to test it out to see if it's really working. But if the word is true, because they did put out a fix in quotation marks before and it really didn't change anything much, but if it is actually functional this time, then we're going to be getting a lot more
let us begin.
Usable, a few more usable units, because we'll be picking units that we actually want from our friends list. I know what it's like, 200 people on your friends list. I'm sure there's at least one or two there that have a unit that you're looking for, especially for me. Definitely some people on my friends list have units up that I would really like to pick up. So it definitely improves the social aspect of the game. Not that
Let us begin.
Honestly, a chat feature would really be the fix there. but I don't think IS is ready for that. It comes with its own set of complications, and if they can't get something as simple as picking up a unit and binding worlds correctly, I doubt they're ready to manage a whole guild or group chat system in the game. So kudos for IS, or kudos to IS for making this small step towards a more social game, I guess. And hopefully, good things come out of it. Well, I'm pretty sure good things will come out of it in terms of unit building, being able to pick up more playable units. I really went into this Hall of Forms thinking that I would pick up one of the summer units, but I have really terrible builds on all of them. And the next step is I have like a bunch of torches to use, so I can probably burn through them, but it's going to come down to who do I focus on at this point. I was hoping to get at least a build on one of them as I went through the 25 stages, so that I could then focus on someone else, or at least be close to completing a build on one of them. I have not gotten Nimble Beast at all. Man. Alright, here's our second match for the day, and we're going to pick this one up where we left off with our ranged Gale Force team here. It's going to be the easiest way to clear this. We can't wait until turn 2, because then Bernadetta will get the paranoia, the vantage thing up and running, and we don't want that, because most of our units will probably die to that. So we're going to go on turn 1. The great thing about this team, this ranged Gale Force team, is that it doesn't care about Loki, because the majority of the effects are coming from Lucina and Plumeria, and those aren't like start of turn effects or anything like that. Those are mid-turn, in-combat effects, or mid-turn effects, depending on which one you're talking about. And I don't see this team falling off anytime soon once I have someone that I can initiate on. And worst case scenario, I'll only need to swap out one of the ranged nukes for a more offensive, powerful ranged nuke. Probably would be someone like Yunaka that would go, but the core of the team will probably stay the same, with Golveg and Lucina here being the staples. I don't see myself dropping them, and there's even a spot here for an additional ranged nuke, because I have 2 mythics, 2 dancers. I could probably drop one of the dancers. Plumeria isn't mandatory on this team. If I got a ranged nuke that gave additional action economy, I could probably swap them in as well for Plumeria here, and more than likely they're going to be more powerful. But for now, this is what the team is. It's very, very good. You've seen me use it a ton of times, because it's very, very good, especially against what the common threats are that you're going to face on defense. Aside from Black Knight, we don't really have an answer to that just yet, but it's something that I could fix if I were to run Miracle Lucina, for instance, but I don't want to do that. I probably need Black Knight support as well, so I'm not going to look into that just yet. And Rune on this team really doesn't do anything aside from offer the extra slot, so he's someone that could potentially be removed as well for, let's say, a newer mythic that has more stopping power. But yeah, this team is really fun. I really enjoy using this team, and we're going to do so today, or in this match. So I think I left off talking about Hall of Forms and how I had terrible luck in terms of the skills that I've picked up so far. I think I was talking about the fact that I did not get Nimble Beast in the slightest. No Nimble Beast. And it was really one of the key things that I was looking to get, to be able to pick up the Beast units, the one Beast Freya, which means I probably won't be able to get Freya, and then 2 dragons. I did get Dragon's Roar, but I don't think that's the one I want. It doesn't really do enough for me. I think I got it on Niffle. I don't think that's the one she needs. I don't know. I probably should go watch Joel's video again and see exactly what those skills are. But my builds are terrible. My builds on both of them, all of them, are terrible. Summer Thor, I didn't get a good build there either. So I'm going to burn through my torches. Hopefully I can build at least one of those units and pick up one of them. And also, I'm kind of like, because the builds were so bad, I kind of just don't even want to bother to do it as well. So I might just skip the whole thing entirely. Let's see what happens after I burn my torches, at least. That's my last resort. Let's see what happens there. So that aside, I was saying Fate Channel came out, nothing too impressive. We did see the new trailer, at least, what it's going to look like. Banner is going to be, I think we got the full trailer today, no? Because, well, when this is posted, we should be getting the full trailer Monday night or Tuesday night, I believe it will be. Yeah, it should be around there. The units themselves, don't look very impressive. I'm probably going to skip the majority of those units and hold off until CYL. I'm not the biggest fan of the T banner. It's whatever to me, it's... I was hoping it would be Pirates, to be honest. But I guess they ran out of options. I don't know, but I really wasn't the biggest fan of the T banner. It makes sense for Saline to be there because that's her whole thing. It's her gimmick. So that totally makes sense. Yeah. I don't know. I really thought Finn was Sigurd, but, I was wrong there.
Onward. Yes.
Apparently, I haven't, I don't really know a ton about Finn's story, but apparently he's super important to Thracia, the story of Thracia. But, I mean, aside from that, I don't really have any attachment to him. This was a really clean Gale Force. I didn't think we'd get everything done on turn 1. But it looks that way, get the pots and everything. Yeah, we're done already. That's
Don't rush in.
Really clean Gale Force there. Oof. I love it when a plan comes together. This one came together way better than I thought it would. GG's. See you in the next one. Alright, here is another match. And we're going to take on a Lorather team here today. This... I think we got it. We're going to go in with Camilla, bop everyone, and then back out. We've used the majority of my teams this week. I think the only team that did I use the Alair team? I have a team with male Alair, and I think that's the only team that I probably didn't use this week. But yeah, I say it's a good week for me overall when I use all of my teams. So there's some positives there. Definitely get to see some variety from me at least. Although the teams themselves have pretty much been the same for a while, since there aren't no real contenders in Black Knight season to really take them out. There is the one unit that I just haven't been able to show off. Hopefully I'll get to show off the Shez to her full capabilities at some point, but it just hasn't worked out in a way that I've been able to show her off. But I mean, that aside, it's looking like we're going to go a full light season using all of the teams, which doesn't always happen, especially in Anima season. I think I only stick to like 1 or 2 teams for Anima season. I thought we'd be using Black Knight every day this week, but there has been some occasion for some variability in terms of team selection. So yeah, always a good thing. Show off some different strategies, some different ways to go in and play the game. I got hit on defense by CJ. I was very impressed that he was able to get Gale Force on Hearthfulger. I thought that was very impressive. I think he dropped her C skill for Preempt Screech, which makes a ton of sense in terms of special jumping, and that's the reason that I haven't really tried to Gale Force with her, because I value that C skill quite a bit because of the extra movement and the fatal smoke that it inflicts. I think that's where it comes from, if I'm not mistaken. So I would never do that and remove her C skill for Preempt Screech, and also I don't have the fodder to do it as well. So, but it was a really great clear, and I'll probably upload it in some capacity at the end of the season. Defense has been doing very well, given the fact that it's been going for like 4 months now. August. Yeah, 4 months now without me having changed anything, since it's been going probably more than 4 months. It's been going since Emblem Erica came out. and I haven't changed a single thing.
Maybe.
But yeah, it's definitely in need of some updates. There are a few defense replays this week that were just like complete losses because of everyone's going the Embla route on or undefended route on
This is challenging.
on offense.
At your command.
I got so many of those matched into me this week, and a lot of people were still using the safety fence, to my surprise. Well, not necessarily a surprise. It's more so the fact that it's the first week and everyone doesn't necessarily have the newest unit on defense yet. So there's still some time for people to switch over, and some time for the safety fence to still get some usage. But I think it's definitely going to be on its way out once more people start picking up Boulder.
This is your end.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to stick around for much longer, the safety fence. So now we just got to sit back and wait, see what happens. I also need to change my defense. It's old. And maybe I don't even need to change it, because honestly, without Embla being there, it doesn't lose to a lot of things. But I think it does need to be updated. There's at least one spot that I can think of that should probably be adjusted,
Name a target.
but I'm not quite sure I'm ready to do it yet. I think I'll probably just change the whole thing, but I don't know what I'm going to change to yet. So that's like the 2 weeks for me to adjust. I need to change my Astra Anima defense at the very least. I just got
What now?
Hodor, Bull Girl, whatever you want to call her. And that defense definitely needs updating.
Name a
I
target.
think the only change I'm going to make is I'm going to swap out Athos. What, does he have Kanto control? I don't think so. Did I give him possibly? That means I can't move him. Oh.
Nerve-wracking.
Alright, I gotta figure that out too. Lots of things to think about. I haven't built a defense in a long time. But that's that's where my head is at right now. Figure that out and then take it from there. See what comes. We're gonna be how do I get the pots here? It's gonna be a little bit of a challenge, but I should be able to figure it out at some point. But defense is looking like it's gonna be fun again. Definitely looking forward to see what people come up with. That's definitely going to be something fun to look forward to for the next light season, as well as for Astra Anima season. The overall impact of the safety fence no longer being dominant in the meta isn't really going to be that much of a problem for me, because I was never really a big safety fence. I was never a safety fence player because it just makes the game way too easy. So it doesn't really affect me. But there are some people that have been impacted by it. So let's see how they adjust and what changes are going to come to the game mode as a result of this.
I will hold steady.
Hearthfelger just carrying this one. Hearthfelger, and I really wanted to run Gale Force on my Hearthfelger, but it just with so many charges to get it. I think I would need Asker on the team constantly to get it to go off each time. You want it for that first combat at the very least, because she has enough damage. I was surprised at how much damage she was able to get off without her Nimble Beast and her survivability. Well, she didn't really take a hit. I think he used, CJ is who I'm referring to. He used the Erica ring on her, so she didn't necessarily take a hit, but I believe that she would have. That's one of my concerns with her, Hearthfelger as well, is that she isn't, well, naturally, she's not going to be as bulky without the Nimble Beast damage reduction, but she's still bulky enough to survive at least one hit from whoever the near save is. So that's something that I want to look into. Hopefully I can get that to go off. It would be really great if I could get her to Gale Force. It adds so much more to this team. GG's. See you in the next one.